This is just a word on the idea of shift versus movement along the demand curve. Now, I know sometimes students think we just do this to annoy students, but that's not really the project here. But if the price of canned tuna falls from $2 there to $1, then there's going to be a movement along the demand curve from point A to point B, and the quantity will increase from 8,000 to 10,000. That's an increase in quantity demanded, not an increase in demand. Why? Because the price decreased rather than something else happening. So this is a crucial distinction, which we'll see in a moment. Here, alternatively, we have an increase from 8 to 10,000 at the same price, $2, $2, because something else has led people to buy more tuna. So perhaps the price of a substitute good increased. So canned salmon or canned sardines, something that people used as a substitute. Now that price went up. So people are switching to tuna. So the price of tuna didn't have to change. It could have stayed at $2, and yet people bought more. That's a change in demand. You see the distinction? Anything other than a change in price of the good itself is going to be a change in the demand here. This is what we'll call a shift of the demand curve. A shift. So at any price like $2, the quantity will increase. Or say if the price was $1.50 right there, we'd move from this point to this point. That is referred to as a shift of the demand curve. So get used to calling it that. Don't call the movement along the curve. So a movement from here to here, that's a movement along. Don't call that a shift, please, because people will get confused. A movement along is a change in the quantity demanded. A change in demand is a shift of the entire curve. These same ideas apply to supply. There's a distinction of shift in supply and movement along the supply curve. Same idea, movement along, price of the good changes, shift, anything other than that price changes.